Morning, it's Amanda from AJ's Allotment. How wonderful and glorious is the weather this Monday morning. It's like summer. The birds are tweeting and sun shining. So I'm here battling the weeds and stuff and trying to get a little bit more done. I brought my strawberries from home, they're over there, I've put them in. I'm just going to show you what I've come against with weeds and why it's really important that you get them docks down to the bottom. So I'm just going to show you that now. So at the minute I'm clearing along here because this is going to be my cut flowers. I'm just taking it back and back as I go along. And I've come across, well, I'll show you one I've already pulled out, lots of docks. Now when it's important you get all the root, this is how long this root was. So as you can see, that was buried, so it didn't actually have a top growing on it. But look how far down it went. I thought, what is that? And I pulled with all my little might, and that's what I pulled out. And so all the moisture it takes from the ground and all the goodness that they suck up, it's important that you get them out. So I found another one just here, so I'm going to again have a go, see if I can get this one out. I might not be able to pull it and hold the phone at the same time. So have a good go. See, it's really deep. It goes right under these slabs, so I don't know if I'll be able to get this one out. Nope, it's not budging. So I'm going to try and dig that out. Sorry for the seasickness. Wobbling around. I'm going to go in and have a dig. See if I can lift it. I don't think that's moved it any. Let's have a go. It's like that children's book where they all have to get behind her and pull and pull and pull. Wowzers, look at that. That bad boy there. Right, well that's out now. So I just thought I'd show you how big some of the weeds are that we have. Right, I'll crack on. Hi folks, so I'm going to show you my pond. It's very posh, don't get overcome with jealousy. I know you'll all want one. Here it is. This is going to be my pond at the plot, not at home. I'll have a proper one at home. So I'm going to build all around it and have lots of wildlife plants to bring in the bees and the butterflies. And so I've obviously sown a load of those at home, so they'll come up when I'm ready for that, and might put a little seat at the back. I was just looking at the rhubarb. I think I'm going to take my first crop of it, take my first harvest. And I could wait for it to get a little bit bigger, but I'm a bit too tempted. I fancy my first crumble. So obviously when you harvest, you don't cut it, you pull it. So you grab it low down, just give it a twist, and it just pulls up like that. So remember not to cut it, because otherwise you leave and it'll rot down and it'll rot the plant. Let's see. Look for another good one. You reckon that one's a good one? So again, I'll show you again. So you just reach down, you just give it a twist, and it just comes up just like that. For anyone who's not harvested rhubarb before. Oh, that'll be a nice one. So I'll just take a few. Don't want to pull too much off it straight away. And then I can have my first crumble of the year. That'll be fab. I'll take that one. There we go. I'm only going to take 4. It's enough with some apples to have a crumble. So I just thought I'd show that if no one's done that before. This bramble's starting to get going again, so I'm going to have to give that a trim back. keep it in shape. Right, so I'll show you what I've been doing further down. The gooseberry bushes are coming up nice. This section I've still got to weed through to expand my onions out, and then I can bring the rest of my onions up. You can see those ones are they're my red ones. They're just popping up now. Can't remember what variety. I'll have to double check on those. This is my garlic. It's not looking too happy. It's looking a bit so maybe give that a water. The ground's quite dry today. That sun's really starting to bake it, which is why it's a race against time to get all my edging done, because once it starts to get warm, the ground, obviously it gets harder to work. As you can see, the docks are trying to take over. I have a lot of docks. Oh, you see my robin? Oh, it's flown away. I've got a robin visitor. It's just started coming back. This is the 2 beds that I've brought my strawberry plants up from home, and then that's got the rabbit bedding in the base of those, and then just compost on top. So these are the bags that I get the bedding in. She leaves them out for me, and then I've just been putting them in here in my big composter together. I'm just going to keep turning it and make sure there's enough moisture in there for the sawdust to start rotting down. Although I might just pull the straw out and use it as a mulch around the strawberries. It should be alright, I would have thought. It's very busy with that road noise today. Very busy. Sorry, I was just looking for my robin then. I always put some mealworms down to give them a bit of a feed when I come up the plot. So this is what I've been doing, where I pulled that big, there's another one there, big weed out. So I'm going to put all my flowers, for cut flowers, all down here. I'm going to keep pushing the bed out as I go along. And the daffs are up. Haven't put anything in there yet. The bulbs are sat there. I'm going to have a cup of coffee first. It's a helicopter now. It's very busy today. I think these are the freesia that I put in, but I'm not sure because I've never grown them before. I divided the comfrey plant up, and that's doing really well. I wasn't sure because I've never divided one up before, but I treated it just like I would do lilies or rhubarb, and I just literally got the spade in and took a chunk and then replanted it. Seems to have worked really well. Like I say, I moved some rhubarb as well, and that's come up fine. I'm just trying to get my bed squared off and get them taken back, but it's hard work. My back's not too great. I'm at physio this afternoon for that, but I'm just enjoying the fact that it's sunny and the birds are here. Again, I've put comfrey in this corner. The rainbow chard is still going strong, so I recommend that to anyone who's setting out and not, umming and ahhing what's going to be good. Can't go wrong with some chard. It takes a bit to get going from seed. Sometimes I find the reds are really strong, but the other colours don't always germinate very well. The yellows in particular, they do, but they get really weak. I don't know why that is. Has anyone else had the same issue? I've tried growing chard now for 3 or 4 years, and I have the same issue when it comes to germinating. I find that the reds go better than the others. But anyway, it's done all from last year. I pick it, put it in stews, casseroles, stew it down. You can saute it, have it in an omelette. It's loads of goodness in it. It really, really is. And your top chefs are catching on now. They're using a lot of chard, and it's becoming more popular. Obviously, I've got 2 rows of broad beans under here. They're not doing anything yet. And then there's the broad beans there. They're the Robin Hood variety. They seem to be alright. But yeah, it's nice and sunny, and it is the perfect time to get the most important thing. My flask. My mug. I'm sure Sean would like that one at the moment. I've had this a while. My Keep Calm Dig for Victory mug. And my coffee. So I'm going to sit here in the sunshine, look out on the plot, watch the birds, and have a nice cup of coffee before I do any more. So I'll catch you all later. So I'm going to sow these gladioli mixed, and it says spacing 10 centimetres, so I think I'll do it a little bit more than that. But they're the ones I'm going to grow. So I'm just going to take that and pop it in, cover it over. Another one. So I do worry when I buy the cheap ones as to whether they're going to come good or not. So they're going to be up near the fence, so they'll be able to get some support from that. And then I'll do the rest. I'm just going to water everything in that I've put in, and as soon as it is so warm, the ground's actually quite dry, it's not wet. First time I've had to water. It's got to be a good sign, surely. Because these have been transplanted, I'm going to give them a real good soaking. So I got home from the plot, as it's dinner time. I've got to get William soon, and I found that I had a parcel that had been left over my fence. I'm not very happy about that, but anyway, it's from Thompson and Morgan. So do you remember with the Grow Your Own magazine, they was giving away the free blueberry plants. So here they are, look. And this is how they've come. I'll just check this paperwork, just make sure my name's not, my address isn't on it. So that's how they've arrived, in a box like this. Stapled to the box, that one is. So my blueberry plants, hopefully there'll be some information about which varieties they are. Look, they've stapled those two to the box. So I can't pull those out at the minute. I need to find something to do that with. But yes, I'm chuffed, because I did wonder when they come and they've already got buds on. So it means I'll have to go shopping for some ericaceous soil and decide where I'm going to put them. So I'm excited now. Blueberries. I did have some years ago. I'm talking about 8 years ago, before I knew what I was doing growing wise, and I killed them. So hopefully this time we'll do better. As we eat a lot of blueberries in our house, so I'm really pleased with those because they were free. All we have to do is pay the postage. They've arrived. Has everyone else got theirs yet? Let me know. And that'll be the end of this video, I think. So please remember to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you all on the next one. I did say it's going to be potatoes next, so I've skipped that. So the next one, hopefully, we'll be putting some potatoes in, as my son Joshua's chosen his own. He wants to do his own potatoes. I'm pleased about that, because he's autistic and he doesn't normally come out of his bedroom because he lives by his Xbox, so he's shown a bit of interest. I'm hoping it's a new step forward for getting him out of his bedroom a bit, so hopefully he'll feature and do us a little bit on his YouTube. Don't forget to pop over to Sean's Allotment and see what he's doing, the new Dig for Victory, the wartime garden. That sounds like fun. And also he's got his Gardening by the Moon as well. And a big shout out to Vivi Gregory, who's going solo on her YouTube videos, hopefully. Looking forward to seeing more from Vivi as she's living off her plot, something I'm hoping to do again. So I'm really interested in what everyone else is doing at the minute, and try and implement a bit at the same time. I think we can all learn together and do stuff together. So that's my big shout outs. and hope everyone's enjoying this lovely sunshine. Until the next one, take care, bye.